Hi guys, it's me Ty here, coming from Da Nang, Vietnam. And today I was getting really bored, so I thought about going out and renting a motorbike here. Since I'm planning on doing a motorbike trip later on this winter here for like 3 months, just traveling all across the country. And I've been thinking about doing it in Cambodia, where if you have anything that's smaller than a 126cc motorbike, you do not need a driver's license. So with me over here in Vietnam, I was like, well, maybe I should go ahead and rent a motorbike, and because the Honda Click is what I was hoping to buy over in Cambodia, and this would give me a chance to actually test one out and see how they do down the highway, how fast they go, how comfy they are for doing a cross trip across the entire country. So I went to one of the rental places here, and I visited with him about it and about the requirements, and he told me that according to Vietnam law here, if a motorbike is 50cc or less, you do not need a driver's license. But if it's over 50 cc's in Vietnam, you need an international driver's license. And he said also that your national driver's license on your actual regular driver's license from the United States or Russia, wherever you're coming from, it better have the motorcycle endorsement, which me on my driver's license, I have a normal driver's license, but back when I was in college, I also took my motorcycle license test, so it's got the M on it as well. So I'd be good there. But unfortunately, I did not get my international driving permit before I left the United States and came here to Asia for the 6 months of winter time. And I had researched it on Google, and it just seemed like such a hassle. I guess I think I was supposed to go down to like the sheriff's office, and they go and do a bunch of stuff or whatever. And it takes a while too. I think they have to go and translate your driver's license into a different language or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, I ended up not doing it, and I think it was kind of expensive. I wonder if it could have been like $200 too. Don't quote me on that, but it wasn't as cheap as the guy thought. So coming here, I talked to the motorbike rental guy, and I was like, okay, so I was like, honestly, I haven't seen any police officers around Da Nang here or anything. He's like, oh, they're out. And I was like, I have noticed that every single Vietnam person here is wearing a helmet. I don't see anybody driving around without a helmet. I saw 2 foreigners without it, but that was just one day, and that was one time. And he's like, oh yeah, they'll get their butts pulled over right away by the cops around here. And I was like, well, what'll happen if the police officers do pull me over? And he told me that it's a 1 million to 2 million Vietnamese dong fine if they catch me driving without a driver's license here. So that's close to $200, you guys, because 2.5 million dong is $100 here. So and I believe how he worded it is it's a 2 million dong fine for me. And I think if he said if like he talked to the police officer, it would be maybe down to a 1 million dong fine. So yeah, it wouldn't be looking good for me. So I visited with all the Russians around here about what I heard, and even back in Ho Chi Minh City when I was there, I talked to one of the 19-year-old girls that was the receptionist at my hostel there, and she was going to university and working the nights there, and I told her that I was thinking about renting a bike, and she's like, just to stay out of trouble, she's like, get a 50cc. She's like, I recommend all foreigners get a 50cc motorbike. And now I understand what she was talking about. So I go back to my hostel and I visit with all the Russians, because tons of them have motorbikes. They live here and they own them. And they told me, they're like, oh, no. They're like, it's really corrupt here in Vietnam. They're like, if you have a 150cc or less, they said that the cops give you a smaller fine. They said usually it's about 200,000 dong is how much it costs if the cops catch you with anything under a 150 around here. But yeah, I don't know if I want to risk getting caught by the cops, especially when I'll be going back to Cambodia, where I'll be in the total right there, and I won't have to worry about the police because I don't even need a driver's license over there. And then I earlier in the day, I also did go to another one of the bike rental places because I wanted a Honda Click, like I said, just to, before I even heard about all these restrictions on driving around here. And they just had like Vizios, or I forgot what the heck their Honda motorbikes are over here. I haven't really seen any Honda Clicks, and I told the guy, I was like, no, do you have a Honda Click? I was like, I want a Honda Click. And he's like, oh, wait 5 minutes or whatever. And pretty soon his wife or whatever shows up with a Honda Click, and I'm going all over it, and they're telling me the prices. And but the problem with this Honda Click is this one's only 110cc. Over in Thailand and Cambodia, Honda Clicks are 125, and the Honda Beat is the 110cc with the running board on the whole bottom of it where it's open, and you can put your dumbbells on there and all your groceries between your feet and everything. Just easy to carry stuff. But I guess all the rental businesses around here, they're trying to save money, so they ordered a lot of these bikes with a 110cc engine. I said, yeah, that's not going to cut it. And I was like, how fast does this 110cc go? And they said 60 kilometers per hour. So I translated that on the calculator. That comes out to 23 miles per hour. And I was like, that's way too darn slow for me to drive across the entire country of Vietnam at 23 miles an hour. You're better off with a 50cc Honda today. And I was like, what are the prices here? And he said, if you do 1 month, it is 1.3 million dong. And it comes with a free motorbike helmet to borrow. And that comes out to, I think, $40. And then he said if you do by the week, that comes out to 560,000 dong. And I think that's 23 US dollars. And if I rent by the day, that is going to be 100,000 dong, which is 4 US dollars. So, like I said, I want to go visit Hoi An and just drive all over the frickin' countryside where they say the hottest women in Vietnam are actually out in the countryside and all that. But now my dreams have been broken over here, so I guess I'll just resort to maybe going swimming. I guess the waves here at the ocean are not as big, and I see a lot more people swimming before, whereas because before the waves would have taken anybody out to sea. So and then also I asked a few of the other foreigners around here. Like there was one driving a PCX, which is a big freaking bike around here, you guys. And in Thailand, I think those have big 250cc engines in them. In Cambodia, I think a lot of them have like a 150cc engine. But this foreigner here that was renting one, he's like, this one only has a 125cc. And he's like, I think it goes 80 kilometers per hour, which they all told me out on the highway system out here on the open highway. The speed limit is 90 kilometers per hour, but they said half the time you're only going to be driving 40 to 60 because traffic is so freaking bad. So, all right, this is what to expect in Vietnam. And like I said, if you guys want to ride a bike here, go to your sheriff's office and get your international driving permit and save yourself some hassle. So, all right, if you guys like this content, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll keep kicking out videos from Da Nang, Vietnam. Take care.